Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and President Joe Biden, he's in possibly a lot of trouble. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please check that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica. And hit subscribe, absolutely free. It really helps us out. You know, former President Obama, former President Joe Biden, they ran with media protection on this idea that they were scandal-free administrations. In fact, they would tout all the time, scandal-free. We're scandal-free. First administration, Obama said, was scandal-free. Biden said his administration was the most transparent ever. Scandal-free. Most transparent, while he obfuscated the truth on numerous occasions, while his entire administration, with the help of a biased and corrupt media, hid the fact that he was cognitively impaired from the American people, hid the fact that he was on a slow mental decline that the media now admits they played a part in, that the media now pinning the blame on the Biden administration says the Biden administration covered up. Well, they couldn't have covered it up without your complicity, without your help. And so when you look at the Biden administration, and especially when you look at the debacle in Afghanistan and what happened when we lost 13 beautiful, bright service members, brave service members in that disastrous withdrawal, well, then you might come to the conclusion that the Biden administration was borderline derelict. And then when you look at the open border, when you look at tens of thousands of illegal immigrants, many of them belonging to the most vicious gangs this world has ever seen, let them come across the border, let them stay here, catch and release. Well, then you might say to yourself, this regime was treasonous. Unfortunately for former President Joe Biden, one of the people who has accused him of treason was just appointed to be one of the U.S. attorneys for the state of New York. And he has said in the past that he would love to bring treason charges against former President Joe Biden. Here's the thing. When Biden was handing out pardons to his family, his friends, and whoever else he could figure out was next to him or close to him that he could hand a pardon to, the one person he didn't pardon was himself. And now? Well, now it may be time to pay the piper. Now it may be time for former President Joe Biden to know and feel what President Trump has felt and what he felt from 2020 to 2024 when he was no longer president. The weight of the criminal justice system being wielded by his opponents, by the people who are against him. It doesn't feel good, former President Biden, and you may be about to experience that feeling because this man means business. They don't just say words like treason with no backing. And now people who think you're treasonous are in positions of power. President Trump recently commented that you should have pardoned yourself and you didn't. What do you think he meant by that? Well, he's only been in office 2 months. The investigations have just started. Mr. Former President, I would get yourself a good attorney if I were you and get ready because the reckoning is upon you. I want to know what you guys think about this story. Please let me know in the comments.